This is my season predictions for the Big Six based on what we've seen and learned from their performances so far. Before we start, please don't forget to smash that like button and of course subscribe to my channel for more daily content around football. I really want to start this video by talking about the Spurs. Because of the style of football they play and of course the numerous injuries they have, I do not see them finishing higher than 12th. And I know that's mad for some people, but it is what it is. It's the truth. And I see a lot of Spurs fans talking about winning the Europa League. I mean, winning a European trophy for a club that doesn't win any trophy at all, this seems impossible. And based on what I've learned from watching football and from my experience, I know for a fact that Spurs not gonna make it to the final of the Europa League. I can name at least 4 teams better than them in that competition. And I think Ange will be sacked in the summer, but I cannot blame Ange because the culture in this football club is rotten. It's not based on being victorious. It's just a business model for their owners. And that's why many different managers have come to this club. I mean, Mourinho, Conte, Pochettino, even Nuno Santo, who's having a great season with Nottingham Forest. They've all experienced Spurs and failed to win anything there. Manchester United is the next team we have to talk about because they're the most famous neighbors Spurs are having in the league, and I think Manchester United will finish 10th, and of course they are still in the FA Cup and they're having huge hopes for winning it again as they did for the past 2 years. And if they do, it will be a major achievement for them considering the difficulties they're facing right now and this season. And but I do not see them winning it because there are a lot of better sides in this competition at least. But I do not see them winning it because there are still a lot of better sides in this competition. Sorry, and I'm not talking about Manchester City. My voice is totally gone, guys. Sorry. I'm not talking about Manchester City because Manchester United have beaten City this season. I'm talking about the likes of Brighton, Newcastle, and Forest. I see them as the main contenders for winning the FA Cup this season. And as I said about Spurs, I don't think Manchester United will win the Europa League either. I mean, they may make it to the finals, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think they will win it because still I can mention better teams than Manchester United in that competition too. Chelsea is the other big name we have to talk about. They started the season excellent. They had great games and results, and in a period of time we considered them as title contenders, which was funny enough. But considering their drop-off and the injuries that they have right now, I think they will finish 6th and will not make it to the Champions League for the next year. Although they will likely win the Conference League because I cannot look at the teams that are in that competition and tell myself that even one of them is better than Chelsea. However, winning the Conference League should never be considered as success because they'll win it only and only because the other teams are shit and not because they deserve to win a trophy. And when you think about it, they've spent more than $1 billion and they still have so many holes in this team. I mean, it's embarrassing. Despite their massive drop-off and pressure mounting on them, Manchester City will likely finish in 5th and may qualify for next year's Champions League. And they're still in the FA Cup and will probably make it to the final. But from the bottom of my heart, I hope they do not win it. And it's not because I hate Manchester City. It's just the fact that I want some other teams to win it. As I mentioned when I was talking about Manchester United, I want teams like Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, or even, I don't know, someone like Aston Villa, Brighton. It will make me happy if they win it. As for their Champions League campaign, they do not stand a chance against Real Madrid. And even before the first leg I knew it. But after what happened in the Etihad, I think now everybody knows that they will not be in the next round. Arsenal is already eliminated from the 2 domestic cups in England and are facing numerous injuries. And not only did they not make any signings in the January transfer window, even in the summer before that, they didn't move smart in the transfer window. And that's why they're having these problems right now. And I do not know who's to blame for, but because of this, there's an 80% chance that Arsenal will finish second this league again. And I see some Arsenal fans having big hopes for winning the Champions League. And Arsenal is a great team. I truly admire them. I admire their style of play. I admire the players that they have. But you cannot win the Champions League without forwards. I mean, if they somehow manage to win a Premier League or a Champions League this season, it will be huge. It will be huge success. But if they win nothing this season again, I think Arteta should be questioned. And I'm not talking about sacking Arteta, because coaching and the tactics are not the problem there. But I don't know, if he is responsible for your transfers, he should at least be questioned or guided in a better way. Liverpool is having a great season under the management of Arne Slot, but in the beginning of the season, when he first joined in, probably even qualifying for the Champions League would be considered a success, but they've raised the bar so high that even I, as a Liverpool fan, think that success right now is defined by winning 2 out of the 3 possible trophies. And for me, that's League Cup and the Premier League. And I know that's strict, but I do not know. I mean, as I said, they've set the bar so high and they've worked so hard for this. And if they do not win the league this season, I mean, it would disappoint me. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, and of course, bearing with my predictions. Please don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. As always, it's an honor to make content for you guys. And of course, share your thoughts with me down below in the comments. Tell me what you think about the Big Six and how they will finish their seasons, and what do you define as success for any of them. Have a good one.